Hey guys, welcome back. I'm putting these videos out like nothing because I really want to be successful this year. So if you're new here, welcome to Joy Serendipity. This is my channel where I talk about uncomfortable topics to help uplift women especially, but anyone is welcome here. But I need you to picture this. You're in a girl's bathroom. Music is loud outside. Someone is fixing their eyeliner. Someone just got ghosted. Someone is hyping up a stranger like she's known her for 10 years. And out of nowhere, you hear, "You're literally too pretty to cry over him." And everybody agrees, right? That energy right there, that is the hidden strength of a female friendship. And today, I'm decoding how media portrays it. Sometimes beautifully, sometimes inaccurately, but always powerfully. Because female friendships are not just side plots, there are survival systems in reality. There are therapy sessions, there are mirrors, there are emotional CPR, and media actually shows us that if we pay attention. So grab your water, grab your tea, your snacks, your journal, share this with someone who also needs to watch this, and stay tuned because we're going to get into a topic that I love, which is uplifting women in our friendships. So again, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to Joy Serendipity. If you're new here, definitely subscribe. You won't regret it. Hey, what's up, you guys? Okay, welcome back. We're going to jump right into it. And we're going to talk about, we'll start off with why female friendships hit different. Because they definitely do. There is something so distinct about the way women support each other. Research shows women are most likely to engage in what psychologists call tend and befriend responses under stress. Instead of isolating, we connect, we process, we co-regulate. Female friendships often revolve around emotional disclosure, like sharing our fears, our insecurities, dreams, and the vulnerability builds resilience. At least that's how a lot of my friendships start. But media has historically minimized that. It's either turns women against each other, makes friendship revolve around men, or reduces it to comic relief. But when media gets it right, it's powerful. We're going to talk about one of my favorite shows. I watch it like every year religiously. Those who know it, Sex and the City. I did a video way back when of like me ranking the friendships of it because they have their downfalls in the friendship. Every friendship does. Let's start with Sex and the City though. For all its chaos and romantic drama, the real love story was always the four women. Carrie's breakups were processed at lunch or at brunch. Miranda's insecurities were held in like the conversations that they had. Charlotte's heartbreak was met with presents. Samantha's boldness was celebrated but not shamed to a certain extent. Charlotte and Carrie had their moments. The men came and went in the show in all seasons. They came and went, came back, whatever. But the table stayed. The show quietly said something revolutionary for its time. Romantic love is not the only epic love. Your girlfriends are witnesses to who you're becoming, the woman you're becoming, the habits you're getting rid of, all of that. Another great show, which is basically like Sex and the City, is Girlfriends. We're going to talk about Girlfriends. That show was layered. Joan, Maya, Toni, Lynn, they were not perfect friends. They fought. They a lot of times outgrew each other. Everyone has their own thoughts of how the show really was. A lot of times they triggered each other, but don't we all in friendships? They also all challenged each other, and that's something media doesn't always highlight, the growth tension. Female friendships aren't always soft. Sometimes they are mirrors of you. They don't, how do I want to put this? They're basically like the mirrors that you don't want to look into. Toni calling out Joan, Joan confronting Maya. Those moments weren't hate, it was accountability, and you should want that in friendships. Accountability is a form of love. Oh, this next show, okay, I watch it every year. Unfortunately, they only have it on one platform. They took it off Netflix. But this show showed exactly what I was talking about, like the growth tension. And that is the show Insecure. Issa Rae. Issa and Molly's friendship breakup hit harder than most romantic breakups on TV because it felt real. It showed what happens when two women evolve at different speeds. Like Molly, career-wise, was where she wanted to be. Romantically, she wasn't. As much as she didn't want to admit it, she was not where she wanted to be, and sometimes that caused tension in the relationship. While Issa was not where she wanted to be career-wise in life. She had the romance, but a lot of the time she felt she settled. I'm not trying to give the shows away, so because you guys need to watch it. She didn't want to settle, but she needed like the push to, go after what it is that she wanted. And we've all had a friend that uplifted us and told us your dreams aren't too big, right? When ambition shifts, though, and that insecurity, hint, hint, insecure, creeps in, and sometimes pride will block vulnerability, it also showed reconciliation in the show, and I think that's very important to, focus on, which is why I like a lot of shows that are written by women, about women, because they get it right. Female friendships aren't disposable. They require that communication and humility and choosing each other again. And that's where the strength comes in. Okay, that's what I love about that show. Now, if we go into Grey's Anatomy with Meredith and Cristina, let's sit with that. You're my person. I've said that to a lot of my friends. Okay? I do love romantic love, but I've said that to a lot of my friends. And it wasn't romantic, it wasn't sexual, it was my emotional anchoring. Cristina wasn't threatened by Meredith's ambition, and Meredith wasn't threatened by Cristina's intensity. They pushed each other toward greatness. And you need a friend like that in life. And all of these characteristics that I'm describing oftentimes is in one person, but that group, you guys hold each other together. Here's the difference. In many male friendships portrayed in media, bonding is activity-based. And in the female friendships media portray, it's bonding is vulnerability-based. Like, we don't just hang out, we unpack, we dissect what's going on in each other's lives with food. Like, there's no winning in that, which is why I created Girl Talk in the Kitchen, my cookbook. It focuses on that, so you should definitely check it out. But when we're together with our friendships, we analyze and affirm and rebuild each other, especially when life likes to break us down. So why in the beginning did I mention the bathroom effect? If I scroll through my contact list, half of my friends in that contact list I met in the girls' room, in the girls' bathroom, which is why I created my Facebook group for girls, called the Girls' Room, because literally so much happens in there, and that's our little safe place as women. Why do strangers in bathrooms hype each other up? Like, it's just in us. Because women recognize shared vulnerability. We know what it feels like to be looked at. Don't fall. Sorry to plug. We know what it feels like to be looked at and judged and dismissed and underestimated. So when we see each other doubting herself, something in all of us activates in that girl's room. Media sometimes portrays women as competitive by default, which, don't get us wrong, society will win sometimes where a lot of women see others as like competition, which it shouldn't be that way. But modern storytelling is shifting so much. It shows like Broad City, Harlem, and even the bold type highlight collaborative friendship over rivalry. And that shift matters so much because representation shapes expectation. And if we constantly see women tearing each other down, we normalize it. But when we see women supporting each other, we internalize it too. And there's a hidden strength in that. So here's what I think media is slowly realizing and like revealing. Female friendships are emotional infrastructure, and that's how we build our resilience after job losses, after family trauma, after breakups. Especially women process pain collectively. Like, yes, we do like our alone time to process what it is that we're going through, but a lot of us get over that pain by being surrounded by the women that are uplifting us, right? Study shows that emotional support from friends reduces cortisol levels, literally lowering stress in the body. So when your friend says, come over, and you cry on her couch, that is you like biologically healing. And don't look at it as a weakness, look at it as regulation. And media portrays that honestly. It validates something so sacred in us. And I think that's what makes female bonds so distinct. Female friendships often include the following: emotional depth over surface connection. Like, have you ever met a random girl and then after 3 minutes you guys are going deep into what your family trauma was? I love that. So yeah, emotional depth over surface connection, accountability wrapped in care, celebration without competition, shared vulnerability as like bonding, and growth through honest conversation. They're not perfect, don't get me wrong. They're not always easy, and they are transformative, and they deserve so much more credit than society likes to give us. So, in my opinion, and in like a modern reflection, I think sometimes we chase romantic love like it's the ultimate validation. But the women in your life, they are the ones who see your raw drafts, not just your final form. Okay? They know who you were before the glow up, before you getting to the finish line. They know what you survived. They know the version of you that almost gave up. And they stayed. And that's something that you should honestly cherish. Media is finally showing that female friendships are not secondary. They are central. They are sacred and sustaining. They are powerful in a way that is undeniable. So if you have a woman in your life who holds space for you, no matter what, text her after you watch my video, and share it with her. If you are that woman for someone else, keep showing up. You're appreciated despite how loudly you're celebrated. Because the world underestimates female connections so much, but we all know better. We know better. I can go through my contact list and name each and everything those women have been there for me for, and vice versa. If this felt like a girl's bathroom moment, comment, you're my person. Tell me your favorite female friendship in TV history in the comments below. And if you love unpacking media through a soft, feminine, emotional, intelligent lens, subscribe. Because over here on my channel, Joy Serendipity, we celebrate women, we analyze culture, and we grow together. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next episode.